Hey guys, welcome back to King Creek. Today we're going to show you how we transitioned our pigs from our pig pen into the woods.
Today we're going to move our pigs out of their temporary pig pen and put them out in the woods. We've got them trained to their electric fence, so now we're just going to move them out of here and hope that they still respect it. All right, so I got the electric fence set up. We're just going to let them loose kind of in our front yard, sort of. There's these two oak trees. They're white oaks, but they have dropped a ton of acorns this year. They did last year too, but the deer ate a lot of them. This year, I think I scared the deer off. So I'm going to let the pigs kind of have a bunch of acorns, have a little treat, and see how this fence goes. And I have it so that it's kind of got a run to their pig pen that they should be comfortable with. If something goes wrong and they get loose, maybe I can entice them with a little feed. I've let their bulk feeder get low, so they are hungry right now. So I'm hoping I can kind of move them around with their feed if I need to. But fingers crossed, this goes as planned, and they just go and eat a bunch of acorns, and they're happy pigs, and I'm not chasing them around. So we'll see. I'm a little nervous if I'm being honest. I just went and got some collard greens. I'll see if this will entice them. Pigs, come here, pigs. Hey, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, pig. They finally came out of the door. It's been almost 24 hours. They're finally coming out a little bit. It doesn't seem to matter how much I pressure them or anything. They're just gonna have to figure this out on their own. So I'm gonna go find something else to do and just keep an eye on them today. This is day 2.
Stetson opened the door of the pig pen the other day and tried to let them out where he had put the new electric fence up. But I think they were afraid to come out because it was such a narrow run for them to come through. So they probably only had like 6 inches on either side to the electric fence, and that was freaking them out. So I suggested that we kind of open it up a little more, and they ended up coming out. You can see over here where there's like not much like acorns or leaves or anything. They haven't really touched it, but over there where there are acorns and things for them to root around in, they've really like started to turn it up. So here's a better view of where they're really enjoying rooting around. You can tell they've kind of stirred up the ground. I've also thrown some scraps over there for them just to keep them coming to me. They've become very friendly and run to the electric fence every time I walk out here, but they seem to really be loving it, and they're respecting the electric fence so far.
Today I'm going to move the pigs out of their pig pen and try to get them into the woods, or at least as close to them as I can. It just so happens that where they're at right now is nowhere near where we want them to be. There are plenty of woods right next to them, but that's just not where we want them to go to work for us. So first things first, regardless of where I'm going to move them, I need to get this electric wire. This is how, when you buy it, it comes on a big roll like this. I just put it on this clamp on my workbench, and I'm going to spool it onto this plastic wire holder. You can get more expensive ones, that have like a gear ratio and whatnot, but these are cheap. You're going to leave them outside in the sun and the elements, so I figured I'd spend as little as money on them as possible. So here's one spot Mallory and I talked about moving the pigs into. And there's a lot of grass that in the summer I will probably end up having to somehow bush hog this, but it's a little tight with how many trees are in here. So I kind of like the idea of putting them in here. You can see we're right behind our house. I stopped mowing about right here where where the leaves pick up. They'd be close to the water source, close for us to keep an eye on them. So there's a lot of good reasons to put them here. Let me go show you another spot we were thinking about. So I'm here in front of the house now. Ultimately, we'd like to get them over into the woods here on the other side of this fence you can see. But I think that's a little far for today. We've never moved these pigs. So I think today we're thinking about putting them on this side of the fence. There's acorns everywhere. And there's a lot of stuff they can clean up in here for us too. And it's right in front of the house, and I think we would enjoy the difference. Either way we move them, we've got to go either through the front yard or the backyard. On the other side of my burn pile is where they're at. And it's probably I don't know, it's at least 100 yards. It may be closer to 2. Well, so we decided to put the pigs over here. The biggest challenge about getting them here, I think, is going to be walking past that big, beautiful green garden. I think the pigs are going to lose it, but time will tell. I'm going to start off, I'm just going to tie this to a tree real quick, and I'm going to kind of run the electric wire through here. I'm going to get this all set up, and then I'll bring the charger over here last. So we decided to move them over here because I think we'll just like the benefit of what they clear out. It'll look better to us back behind the house. It'd be nice. It'd keep me from having to figure out the mowing situation, but I think right now we just want to try this one. It seems like it's going to be easier. The garden will be a challenge. It's right in the path that we're going to be taking. So here's what the fence looks like now. You can see it kind of follows this fence line in here, and it comes up on top of the hill, goes across the creek there, and then it comes back. And then I just got the spool laying on the ground over there for now. And I've got this wire picked up way in the air so they can go under it. And then once they're in, I'll just flip the switch on.
Stetson got everything ready for the pigs in their new spot in the woods, and it was about then that we got really nervous about moving them. But here we are, just pulling the trigger and doing it.
Might freak them out. Come on. Hey, come here. Come here.
What if you lifted the fence up and over them?
That's what I was thinking. I might be scaring them doing it.
Just go real slow. No, I meant like just grab that corner post. Here, pretty pigs.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, look, you're already over it. Come on, Pete.
I try to hug the pond when you get them over here. Oh, Pickles is out.
All right, come on.
Here, Pig.
Come on.
I'm trying to hurt them. Come on, Pig.
Hey, come on. on. Come here. Come on.
Good job, Pickles.
Good job. Come on. There's a bunch of acorns in here, so it might get distracted. Come on.
Good pig.
Hey, look what I got.
Yeah, dump that bag.
Hey, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, get deeper in there.
Come on. Come on, pig. Come on, pig.
Come on, Pickles. Come on.
Come on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come on, pigs. Come here. Come here, pigs.
This is where we really started to regret our decision to move the pigs in this fashion. They remembered where they ate.
They're so dang smart.
They saw that yellow wire too.
Come on, pigs.
Good pigs. Here, pigs. Here, pigs. Good pigs.
Come on.
Here, pigs.
Come on, pig. Come here, pig.
Give them a treat.
Come on.
Come on, Pickles.
Come on. Come on, pig. Come here. Come here, pig. Come on.
Here, pigs.
Come on. Come on, come get the treat. Come on, pig. Come here. Come here. Come on, pig.
Good pigs. Don't shock yourself.
Got a little bit of a mix up here.
You want a treat? We moved the pigs yesterday. They're in their new spot in the woods. When we went to move them, it actually went better than we thought it would. They crossed the electric fence a lot easier than we thought they would. I thought they would just kind of stay where they were at and kind of like they did when they were in the barn and wouldn't come out. But once Stetson moved the fence, they just kept walking. A win was that they walked right past the garden where all their treats have been coming from. By some miracle, they didn't stop in there and eat. When we got over here, they walked straight into their new pen. They did kind of run away, but we got them back in. Uh, a lot of things went right. We let their feed get low, so they were pretty hungry. So just shaking the bucket, they wanted to follow us and follow their feed. And I also had just cleaned out the refrigerator, so we had a bag of really good treats of like scraps from the kitchen. So that was a good incentive. Stetson still needs to build them a little shelter out here to get them out of the weather, but overall they seem really happy, and you can tell they've kind of rooted around already. And they've got their food and water set back up, and they're happy in their new spot.
So moving the pigs went pretty good, but there were still some things that we want to try to do better next time. One, the fence wasn't all the way ready when they got here. I didn't even have the electric wire actually plugged into the charger. So when we got here, when we turned the switch on, we didn't notice it for a few minutes, but the wire wasn't even hooked up and it wasn't electrified. So next time I want it ready to where when they come in, I'll make like a little gate. That way the wire's not in the way. They'll come in, you close the gate for them, you hit the switch, and they're in. And there's no adjusting the fence and anything like we did. Something else, I was feeding them, kind of encouraging them. So I dropped some stuff in the yard, and they kind of got hung up on that. And we made it all the way over here, and then they turned around and ran away from us because they thought that maybe they left a little bit. So next time I wouldn't give them as much, in between.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.